Welcome to my face. I'm James, and this is Transformation. Oh my God, I am so excited. I have with us today the gorgeous, the lovely, the fabulous Miss Dehsarae.
Hi.
Oh my God. Mwah, mwah, mwah. How are you?
Good, how are you?
It's so nice to see you again.
So nice to see you too. You look a little different this time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Just a little fillers, just a few Botox and fillers. I've seen some really fabulous stuff on your Instagram.
Thank you.
The Instagram number right there, right?
So today we're just gonna be doing kind of like an abstract type of look. This is actually a look that I hated and I just ended up throwing stuff on it to make a new look, and we're gonna recreate that today. I didn't want to waste the paint that I had already used, so I just started putting more stuff on and I came up with what we're gonna do today.
Really? Well,
Yes.
That's just fascinating. So let's get started. Are we gonna start doing another look and then you're gonna cover it up, or are you just gonna go straight to the abstract?
I think we're just gonna go straight to the abstract today.
Fabulous. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna go change into my smock, and then we'll go put on the contacts, and then we'll start. Oh my God, yay! Ah! Okay, so Blake, you're holding the eyes open. One down. Here we go. That was amazing. Literally, I am now like the contact wizard.
You are, yeah. So this is a water-based paint. This is from Wolf, and we're gonna be...
Wait, do you have like a primer or something? Because I'm a little sweaty right now.
Okay, let's do that.
It's like 110 outside. Oh, that looks cool and nice. What kind is it?
This one is from NYX. It's called Shine Killer,
Yeah.
and it's basically for oily skin.
Perfect. This is your second time on the show.
It is.
It's really exciting. There aren't many people who have been on twice.
Oh, well, thank you.
It's like Raja, Ridge, and
Me.
and you, and we had Jen, and from Australia, Geneva, and we've had who's my best friend that I've been friends with for like 20 years. We used to be roommates. I'm in love with him. My best friend in the world. What's his name? No. Rainbow.
I like how he doesn't know his best friend's name.
Right? I don't know anyone's name.
So we're just gonna start with the complete white base. It doesn't really matter if it's pretty much even or blotchy or whatever the case may be, because everything else kind of cover it.
Okay, do
Okay?
it. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm
As
grabbing
you're
your
rubbing my
ass.
butt.
I'm totally like, I was like totally rubbing her ass as she's doing that. Like if she's making the circular motions, I'm doing the same thing with her ass. Sorry, I don't mean. Your husband's gonna come in and beat me up.
It won't be worse than the last time I was here.
Was I molesting you
You
then?
were like drunk, remember? We were
What?
singing. Remember? You were eating the caramel little shots. And then
Oh, I thought you meant like I came in drunk.
No.
We got drunk.
We
while
got
were
drunk
doing
on
it.
the show.
Yes, I do remember that. That's funny. I should do that more often.
So what we're gonna do next, we're just gonna take a different color, and all of them are pretty much water-based. You just add the amount of water that you want in here to get the texture that you want. This one right here is pink, and these are all gonna be from Wolf. So what I'm doing with this, I'm just taking a little cosmetic sponge, and I'm just gonna randomly start plotting little areas where I want some color. Now I'm gonna be using a teal. These are all water activated. They come off a lot easier than a lot of the other companies that I use. Yeah, they come off a lot easier because you can just take them off with soap.
You can find them at theatrical supply stores.
Yeah,
or
you can find them there. You can find them online.
So when you did this the first time, what look were you trying to do?
I was actually trying to do a skull, and I was doing a rib cage on the chest. It was going good until I got to the face, and then I kind of lost track of what I was doing. So I just started adding pigments, colors, started texturing, and that's how I ended up with the look that I did.
She's kind of spooky, but she's really beautiful.
Yeah, because of the dark eyes, which is what I like. I kind of like to make everything a little spooky and cute and pretty at the same time.
What happened in your childhood?
Nothing.
That you were so dark.
I was traumatized. No, I'm just kidding.
Were you someone who was scared of like witches and goblins and monsters?
No, I actually have a lot of encounters with ghosts as a child. We used to live in a house when we were younger, and there was always a lady that was like dressed in white, and she would always show up at night, always.
Could you see through her? Was she like sort of, or was
No, she would just
or was she like a real lady?
She looked like a real lady to us, but she would just kind of stand there and just like stare at us.
And were you creeped out?
I was creeped out. My cousins were creeped out. I don't know. Throughout the years, she just came around a lot more, and she started.
She was like part of the family?
She started messing with my cousin, who is like my brother. She started messing with him a lot more. So like every time we would go to sleep, she would always come to his side or always go to him, and it would always freak us out. But
like in your room
yeah,
at
like
night,
in the room.
she's there.
Because our room used to connect to our bathroom, and all the bathroom was like 4 walls of mirrors. So every time that we saw her reflect in all 4 mirrors.
Well, I forget about it. Did you ever find out anything about her? Did she?
No,
was anybody murdered in the house?
I mean, we hear a lot of stories from my grandmother, what happened in the house. Like,
what happened?
Supposedly, like someone hung themselves outside. Like, we hear a lot of stories, but we never really know what exactly happened.
Was your grandmother like around when these stories were happening?
I don't know. We never really asked.
Was she the one hanging people?
No. I've always loved Halloween. And anything that spooky came around, I'm like, oh, I want to go see. So right now we're just kind of doing like a base. This is just for the underlying colors. And then once we go in with pigments, it's gonna definitely help bring out the colors more.
I don't know if you noticed, but that was a puppet when we first doing the interview. That wasn't me.
Wow, really?
I have a puppet. Isn't it really cute?
That's really cute.
I know, and you totally did.
You
It's like
totally fooled me.
It looks so much like
It
me.
does. It was incredibly insane how like
Right?
I didn't notice.
I know.
It was
I like surprised you.
Yeah, you did. So now we're just gonna be using sugar pill shadows, and these are gonna be in Dolly Pop, Acid Berry, basically the whole palette I'm gonna be using on her. So right now I'm doing a Dolly Pop, which is a really, really bright pink. And I'm just gonna be placing this in sporadic areas, since you wanna open your mouth.
Wait, what?
Since you wanna open your mouth.
You want me to close it? My mouth just goes open. There's like a spring like mechanism.
And now we're going in with Acid Berry and just applying these in sporadic areas as well. I'm going in with the darker green. So I'm kind of like just kind of flicking my brush to kind of bring out fallout like this. And then I just kind of tap it on the face to give that texture.
It's like sand running down the face.
Exactly.
Something like that, yeah.
And we're gonna do the same exact thing with the orange. And then last group of colors will be the blues.
Oh.
And that's gonna be pretty much it for the dry pigment. Now we're gonna be using the same yellow that we were using before. The more water there is in there, the more translucent it's gonna be on your face.
Oh.
If there's less water, the more opaque it's gonna be. So for the first few little streams, they're gonna be a little more opaque, but for the next ones, they're gonna be a little more translucent. So we're just gonna spray a little more water, just so it looks kind of like a little puddle.
A little puddle of pee.
Yeah, a little puddle of pee.
Little puddle of pee. Now put it on my face.
Because you like pee on your face? Mm-hmm. Go ahead and close your eyes for me. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of scoop the water in the brush, and I'm gonna place it on the forehead like this, and then firmly push on it. It's gonna go down the eye, whatever, doesn't really matter as long as our eye is closed.
Is it going down the middle of my nose?
Yes.
Is it perfect?
No.
Oh.
Because your nose is crooked. Just kidding.
Wow.
We're gonna do the exact same technique with all the colors that I'm about to use right now. So this one's not gonna necessarily drip like I want it to because it's a little thicker, but what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place it where I want it. I'm gonna take a spray bottle, go ahead and keep your eyes closed, okay? And I'm just gonna spray in that area, and it's gonna slowly start dripping down. So I'm gonna start kind of dragging this orange out and upward.
So we're continuing with the drips.
Yes.
And we were just doing them hither and thither and whatever happens. Higgledy-piggledy.
Yes.
So how long do you do this and how many colors?
As much as you want, as long as you want, whatever colors you want. So I'm gonna go in with the black and I'm gonna go around your eyes. I'm just gonna do a rough kind of outline, kind of give you raccoon eyes for a second. I'm gonna take a sponge and I'm gonna start kind of blending. So I'm just gonna go in with the black eyeshadow and I'm gonna kind of go over this, just kind of set it. I'm gonna be taking pigments, and these are from Sugar Pill 2. Pixie dust on you. The last one is gonna be a MAC pigment, and this one is Magenta Madness. And I'm just gonna literally like throw it on him.
I'm not your daddy. No. I'm your Auntie James. Uh-huh. Oh!
This is just a little kid's toothbrush, and I'm basically just gonna kind of dip it in there in the kind of watery substance that we made right here. And all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab the toothbrush and I'm just gonna flick my thumb up and down like this and just kind of spread it around the face.
We did something similar with One Half Nelson when I did something in New York with him. And Blake, you were thinking it was someone else?
No, we also did it with Travis Pace or Rainbow. They did the stippling with like the.
Oh, I think when they were making me old or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've done it a few times.
Yeah, with the 8 spots. Yeah. Okay. So I'll close my eyes. And you're putting this over the black as well, the black eyes.
Because once that's just kind of like my base. So once I'm done with all the color, I'm gonna go back in with the black. I'm gonna go in with a teal and mix in the yellow, which is gonna make it like a kind of a green tone. The last color will be white. So I'm gonna do the same dripping effect, but on the neck this time. So I'm gonna carve out the neck. My tub is really watery, so I just kind of keep going over it and it starts to drip on its own. We're gonna start putting in the texture now, different kinds of lines and patterns. I'm gonna do the same thing around the eyes. So I'm gonna use 2 types of brushes. I'm gonna use a small fine art brush and I'm gonna use a Sigma E05 brush. They're just gonna give me different types of dots that I'm gonna do around the eyes. And I'm just gonna start doing bigger dots. Then we're gonna take the smaller fine art brush and we're gonna start doing little tiny ones. So I'm gonna take the same Sigma brush and I'm gonna start to line right under your eyes since we have like a gap. So for this look, I used an OCC lip tar and this one is called RX. And we're gonna apply that on the lips, on the actual shape itself, and then slowly start to blend it outward. And then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start kind of bringing it outward like this. So we're gonna do some splats and splatters and dots with a little bit of white. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add in just a little bit of glitter. This glitter is from Star Crushed Minerals in Mermaid Lagoon. And I'm just gonna literally like just tap it. And it's just gonna kind of overlay. So we're gonna be applying some lashes.
Oh, I like those.
These are called V from Sugar Pill. And I just kind of painted the tips with a little bit of green. And
cute.
they're like in a little V-shaped type of thing. This is just kind of like your own kind of way to it. You can add more, do less, whatever it is that you want to do, but we're basically done with the look. It's just different techniques of how to create kind of an avant-garde kind of look.
I'm a splatter fairy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a little splatter fairy. Okay, so I'm gonna go change into my outfit. So we're gonna go do that, and then we're done. Oh my God, yay! And don't forget to subscribe to Well Presents.